Ever found yourself with a pocket full of cash and a burning need to get it into your Relay bank account? Maybe it's that side hustle money from the weekend market, or those generous birthday gifts from grandma, or simply a collection of loose bills you've been meaning to deposit for ages. But then, you hit a snag. The ATM's not cooperating, or you're miles from a branch during business hours. It's a universal frustration, isn't it? That disconnect between the tangible cash in your hand and the digital realm of your bank account. We live in a world that's increasingly cashless. Digital payments, online transfers, and mobile wallets dominate the financial landscape. But cash? It still exists. It's still a part of our daily lives. And sometimes, you just need to deposit it. Now, if you're a Relay Bank customer, you're probably already familiar with their business-focused approach. They're all about streamlining your financial operations, simplifying banking for entrepreneurs and small business owners. But what about the good old-fashioned cash deposit? How does Relay handle that? It's a question that often pops up in online forums, in community groups, and even among Relay's own user base. You see, Relay is built around the idea of efficiency and digital-first banking. They prioritize online tools and integrations. This means they don't operate traditional brick-and-mortar branches in the same way as many legacy banks. This difference leads to a unique approach to cash deposits, one that might be unfamiliar to those accustomed to simply walking into a local branch. So, let's dive into the core of the matter. How exactly can you deposit cash with Relay? It's not as straightforward as you might initially think, but there are viable solutions. And we're going to break them down, step by step, so you can choose the method that best suits your needs. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Relay doesn't have its own network of ATMs or branches for direct cash deposits. This is a deliberate choice, aligning with their focus on digital banking and operational efficiency. But this doesn't mean you're left high and dry with a fistful of bills. Instead, Relay partners with a wide network of retailers and third-party services that offer cash deposit capabilities. This is where the magic happens. You'll be utilizing the infrastructure of other established retailers. One of the most common and accessible methods is through retail cash deposit networks. Think of those familiar store locations where you can buy groceries, send packages, and often deposit cash. These networks have agreements with banks like Relay to facilitate cash deposits. You'll simply need to locate a participating retail location near you. Here's how it generally works. You walk into the retailer, inform the cashier that you want to make a cash deposit to your Relay bank account, and provide your Relay account details. The cashier will then process the transaction, and the funds will be credited to your account. It's a relatively simple process, but there are a few key points to keep in mind. First, you'll need to confirm that the retailer is part of Relay's network. This information is usually available on Relay's website or app, or through their customer support. Second, you'll need to have your Relay account details readily available, such as your account number and any other required identifiers. Third, there might be transaction limits or fees associated with retail cash deposits. These can vary depending on the retailer and the amount you're depositing. So, it's crucial to check these details beforehand. Another method involves using money order services. You can purchase a money order with your cash at a post office, a grocery store, or other locations that offer money order services. Then, you can deposit the money order into your Relay account via mobile check deposit or by mailing it in. Now, you might be thinking, mailing in a money order? That sounds archaic. And you're not wrong. It's not the fastest or most convenient method. But it's a viable option, especially if you're dealing with larger sums of cash or if you prefer a more traditional approach. Let's break down the money order process. First, you'll need to purchase the money order for the exact amount you want to deposit. Second, you'll need to make it payable to yourself or your Relay account. Third, you'll need to endorse the money order on the back, just like you would a check. Fourth, you can either deposit it via mobile check deposit, if your Relay app supports it, or mail it to the address provided by Relay for check deposits. It's crucial to keep in mind that mailing a money order can take several business days to process. So, it's not ideal if you need the funds immediately. Also, there might be fees associated with purchasing the money order, and these fees can vary depending on the provider. Now, let's talk about a slightly more nuanced approach, using a linked external bank account. If you have an account at a traditional bank with physical branches or ATMs, you can deposit cash into that account and then transfer the funds to your Relay account via ACH transfer or wire transfer. This method offers a bit more flexibility, as you can leverage the infrastructure of your existing bank. However, it also introduces an extra step and potentially additional fees. ACH transfers typically take a few business days to process, while wire transfers are faster but usually come with higher fees. So, to recap, the key to depositing cash with Relay is understanding that you'll be utilizing third-party services and alternative methods. You'll be using retail cash deposit networks, money order services, or linked external bank accounts. Each method has its own pros and cons, and the best option for you will depend on your specific needs and preferences. Remember to always double-check the fees, transaction limits, and processing times associated with each method. And if you're ever unsure about anything, don't hesitate to contact Relay's customer support. They're there to help you navigate the process and ensure a smooth transaction. The world of banking is constantly evolving, and Relay's approach to cash deposits reflects this evolution. While it might require a bit of adjustment for those accustomed to traditional banking practices, the available options are designed to be efficient and accessible. It's about understanding the available tools and choosing the path that best aligns with your financial needs. It's about adapting to the digital-first landscape while still having access to the services you require. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.